YAJFA. YAJFA. YAJ.
You notice that it seems to come about the same time after the YAJFA part. Because I started this one first, long before the music, and it was still spinning.
We don't see our picture up there.
Because I'm not over there and I can't see that far.
Welcome. YAJ.
I can't see that far.
Welcome to YAJ.
You walk over there.
I don't know how to do it.
What's our spiritual brothers and sisters for YAJ Saturday? Veronica Rose is getting on my nerves already.
No, I just want to be able to see it. It makes it easier.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can see it. Anyway,
That's off key.
I love my grandbaby. I love my children. Hello, grandbabiys.
Hello.
If, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you might be able to see. We got a special guest today. We got Will Smith, the genie, Buzz Lightyear, and his
Twin brother.
and his twin brother, not so Lightyear.
Oh, he's a Lightyear. He's just the smaller version of Lightyear.
Yeah, you remember that movie Twins? Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito. He is not from infinity to beyond. He's not even close. He's like,
He shrunk.
yeah, he's from the corner to the corner. Anyway, Bradley, Antonio, he had something to do, so holla holla.
Yeah, he's taking a break today.
Before I get into my whole thing, tonight's topic is, which is harder for you to say? I apologize.
Okay.
I need your help. I love you. Now, when this statement came, it was in this correct order. Now, the reason why I want to do it one by one is this. Because I apologize. For me, in my early state before I turned 40, it was very hard for me to say I apologize about anything. When you don't know anything about how to really understand the female, you learn that you say some ungodly things to that female, and when you break her spirit or hurt her feelings, whether it's a girlfriend, fiance, or whether it's a wife, when you don't know how to talk to her and you break her spirit and you break her, you're not going to apologize for anything. I didn't understand that when you apologize to the truest form, it is letting her know that, hey, you know what? I'm going to change the way I think. And when we make a decision, we're going to make a decision together. And when you make that, apology is the hardest thing that a lot of people just can't do, male or female, period. It's the hardest thing.
Well, you don't want to act like you're wrong. You don't want to be wrong.
Right.
I mean, I think I can apologize and say I'm sorry quicker than I can say other things. I think.
I've learned to.
If I know I'm sorry. Now, if I don't think I'm sorry, or if I know I'm right, then
Right.
or I just won't say anything.
I mean, honestly, is there a point that you have to be right all the time?
No.
So,
But you have those.
yeah. I mean, the whole thing about it is that why is there got to be a point for you to feel that you need to validate your what you're saying is true? Because in the end, if two minds work together as one, you come up with a great solution. I didn't understand that. I totally did not understand that. That's why a lot of things failed for me. I didn't understand that it took two to make one decision.
Takes two to get right.
And when I did apologize, it was thrown in my face. So, guys, I'm telling you, those who watch the show, and I know I got some young bucks that watch the show. I know I got some middle-aged men who watch the show, and I know she's got some friends. And believe me, don't be
family.
friends,
Yeah,
family.
families too,
Right.
watching.
Don't be afraid to apologize, and that's even to your children. Don't be afraid.
And that might be the hard thing to swallow, but if you're gonna, you gotta learn to say I'm sorry just as much as you gotta teach your kids to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you tell a kid you need to say you're sorry for what you did wrong. It's kind of like this is, you know, a dad looking at a child going, you know, they're smoking cigarettes and they're looking at you, don't you smoke those cigarettes? They're bad for you and this, that, and the other. You can't tell somebody not to do something when you're doing the same thing.
Right. Y'all remember that episode from Family Matters where Carl didn't believe his son Eddie when he got pulled over and he was frisked by the cops because he was in a different neighborhood and they thought he was just an average black kid in a souped up car. And then Carl went to confront him and Carl believed, basically was taking the sides of his other fellow officers. And when he portrayed that hurt, that it wasn't that was the worst thing that happened to him. The worst thing that happened to him was that his father didn't believe in him. And
Raise a child right to listen to him to tell the truth.
right,
Now, you do have children that do lie or they like to cover up the truth.
right.
I will admit to that. Because there's sometimes you just don't want your parents to know everything, so you try to beat around the bush.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and move on from the subject, but you got the point about apologize. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride and apologize. Because otherwise...
It makes you a better person.
Right. First, hear the person out first. Excuse me. Hear the person out first before you decide you want to make your mark on and stomp all over that comment or stomp all over that question or answer. Hear it out first. Because sometimes when that first response is that they're telling the truth from the very, very beginning, and that's from a child. When you're looking at your spouse or you're looking at your girlfriend or fiance, and when she's trying to tell you something and you just, I'm going to say it, when you shit all over it, dude, you're breaking her. Same thing if it goes from her.
Well, you keep lying and you're doing it right in front of their face and you lie and you can't tell the truth. Oh, I didn't do anything. Yeah. Okay.
I need help. That's my big one.
You can or cannot ask for help.
That's it. It doesn't matter which way you put it. I need help. That's pride. And when I was actually homeless for a few times in my life, asking for help was the hardest thing because I put myself in that situation. No one else did but me. When you need some help, ask before you drown. This is why we do this show, because we're trying to help you all out with certain decisions in life. If you need help, say so. Don't hold it up. Well, what my therapist, psychiatrist, whatever you want to call him, but I'll never forget this man. What he told me instilled the rest of what I needed to understand about my life that helped me heal inside. My uncle did great things to help me heal inside. But the thing that I want you all to understand is when you ask for help, swallow your pride before you get into quicksand.
Okay, but the thing is asking help. Now, I don't know how many, I know a lot of you men are driving and we're going down the road. Woman's like, go stop and ask for help. Go stop and ask. Let's go ask someone. No, I got this. I know where I'm going. Because a woman will stop and ask in a heartbeat. Well, most women. But why can't you ask? I mean, what is it so hard that you can't ask, hey, am I on the right track? Is this down here? Don't act like you Mr. Macho. We all need help no matter what.
Mhm.
I mean, I have no problem asking for help. I used not to, but I'm a type of visual person. But you know, if I need help, I'm going to ask for help. Well, let's put it this way: on certain levels, I will ask for help. Now, there's other levels I won't ask for help.
Right. Help is the biggest thing because help is more or less help is same. It's the sister or the brother to hope. Help and hope. Those are the two most powerful things that, to me, in your entire repertoire, that is the hardest to ask for. Help and wishing for hope. Because when both of them fail, it crushes you inside. That's just the bottom line. Because you will drown before you ask for a life preserver. And then you hope somebody will help you, but you're too chicken shit to ask for help. Hey, that's why I said they're both sister and brother. Because with those two, it's like a life preserver. You don't want to ask for help, but you're hoping somebody will help you.
We can't read minds.
I learned the hard way when I was living in my car, and all I had to do was ask for food, and they just looked at me, just waiting for me to ask, and they knew I was hungry. But somebody looked at me and said, "Until you get over your pride, I can't help you." And after that day, I started to ask. I didn't want to feel like a bother. I didn't want to feel like a burden. I didn't want to feel like I was worthless. I didn't want to feel like I was useless.
You're not worthless. If you show people that you're actually working and you're trying to make it, and you're trying to get yourself together, then that's fine. But then when you got somebody out there that's not trying, they just want to use somebody. They want to just take, and not give or ask for help. They rather just take it. You have people that take advantage of people.
Mm-hmm. That's why when I told you the story of everything about me, I told you from the very beginning. And when that certain person said that I know everything about your past, that's all they knew was my past. They never understood my future. So therefore, when I watched you use your resources to protect your lives.
Yeah, but the thing is, you protect the person's trying to protect their lives,
Mm-hmm.
but you haven't moved beyond the past. You got to move beyond the past and let it go and move on.
Yeah.
But you're also not just hurting one person, you're hurting other people, not just that one person.
Well, with people like that, they don't care.
They don't care. But you know what? You're gonna care when it changes on you down the road and in the past. And I mean in the future.
Right.
Because it will come back to bite you.
I guess.
No, I know it will.
I love you. I could care less about this one. I could truly care less about our love.
No. You watch how you say that, because you sit there and say you're saying that to your grandchildren, and then you say you care less about saying that. You gotta watch how you word that, Mister.
No.
Oh, the heck you
I'll
don't.
tell you why. I love you. To me, when it comes to my kids and my grandkids, I love you. You get that endlessly from me.
That's why I said you need to rephrase how you say
But
that.
when it comes to I love you, I have never ever falsely told a girl I loved her. Never. And I refuse to do it.
Okay, now say that again.
When a guy wanted to get into a girl's pants, what was the famous words he used? Oh, Rick, come on now. You're a woman.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't pay attention.
When a guy wants to get into a girl's pants, what are the famous words he used?
Oh, I love you. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, I'm so in love with you.
Never, ever have I ever used that to get into a girl's pants. Never. Ever. And I refuse. Because that is so false if you have to use that. And believe me, women, we know you use it too. Tell me you love me, and you can have it. Please. I'm hard on men just like I'm hard on women. I love you is the strongest emotion there is. that comes with a string. And the difference is, I love you stands by itself. You can attach hate to it. Yes, you can.
No, wait a minute. Somebody asked me this question a long, long, long time ago. What does love mean? And I answered it. I said, love means caring and being there for somebody, supporting them, and all this, that, and the other. And the person looked at me and said, all those words have a meaning of their own. What does love truly mean? To me, it's somebody that I don't know.
God. That's the only one I can think of.
If I say I love you, I have to truly, truly be in love with you, that I know that you're going to be there no matter what, that you're going to be truthful with me, supportive of me, and we work together as partners.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can't do that, then there's no bond. But after somebody's broken that bond of, you being in a relationship and you love them and all this and the other, that you truly cared about somebody, and then they destroy it, it's very hard to go to another relationship and go, I love you.
That's right. Oh, look, you can actually see Buzz Lightyear, No Lightyear, and Will Smith. Told you we had a special guest in the house. Anyway.
Yeah, but this one's supposed to make a wish. You grant 3 wishes.
I wish you had your career back. There you go.
No, I wish I had a few wishes.
Yeah, well,
you get 3 wishes.
I don't need them. Anyway, but like I said, love is a broad thing, and quite frankly, yeah, I'm done with the subject now.
Well, gee, move on.
We're moving on. As you all, the reason why I picked this topic, because it's going great with the 3 things I want to say: special police, people pulling guns on people in broad daylight for whatever excuse they have. One because of a mask, and I guess a girl apologized to this other female and she pulled her gun. I have no idea. And again, this morning when I was at work, I asked one question to some fellow coworkers of mine. Richmond has had a lot of shootings going on within this last week. And how is it that all these shootings are going on and they're unable to catch not one suspect? These shootings have been going on for the last 10 years now, or so, or more, since I've been born, but not one suspect. There's something not right about this. And the reason why I'm saying something, because what I expressed this morning was, how is it that it's always these shootings in these poor black neighborhoods, but where are the shootings in the white neighborhoods like this? And if you can help me with this answer, we can go and try to explain this to somebody who's listening. Like, there's no way that there's just somebody driving by in Richmond and just shooting somebody at random. That's mind-boggling. When you got all these neighborhoods out here in your entire state, but you only target a black neighborhood, there's something not right about this picture here. There's something that stinks to high heaven. But nobody shoots in the white neighborhood. Nobody does a drive-by in a white neighborhood. And how is that? We just...
That's not, well, or either it's not being shown, one or the other.
Your guess is as good as mine, because it always seems to stop it. You can have a hood, you can have a somewhat nice development, and you can have where people are just a quiet black neighborhood, but there's always shootings in all 3, but never in a white neighborhood, never in a Hispanic neighborhood, or they probably do, they're just too drunk, they pass out after they're done. But if you notice, it's all in the news. They're in every ghetto in every state. It's always in the black neighborhoods, never in the whites. And if there is a dispute, it's either you go your way, you go his, or I don't know what they do. I don't know. There's something not right. To that note, peeps, look, we will see you on YouTube Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But
and there's nothing really coming up at all.
No.
Oh, and I guess the next take will be schools getting ready to start back.
Something like that.
And what is your outtake on that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should? Or do you think they should not? Now, I've looked on Facebook and there's been a lot of people on there going, no, no, no. And then there's a lot of people going, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, to that note.
So, but we'll talk about that
I'm
maybe
going to relax.
on
'cause-
YouTube Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm going to relax. Oh.
All right, people.
It would be nice to start the music.
You think?
Then I hit the button.
Don't put your glasses on.
YAJFA. YAJFA. YAJ.
So people are hanging out now since they're no longer at home. We have what? 2 viewers?
Well, we got 2 eyes, but that doesn't mean we could have more than that. You just don't know. Maggie was on. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while since I saw you at Walmart.
We have special guests and Buzz Lightyear and his brother, no Lightyear, and Will Smith.
No, we grant your wishes 3 times.
Welcome.
My joke, Veronica.
YAJ.
My joke.
You know what? Get over it.
Welcome to YAJ.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Uh-oh, I lost it. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Where'd you lose? We're still live.
There it is.